one and done rule has been affecting the graduation rates in men's Division I college basketball up until 2006 when the NCAA instated the rule.
I think the ultimate goal is to graduate every student athlete who comes into a university setting. One of the problems we have is sometimes our student athletes are somewhat deficient entering the university, and so therefore we have to make a decision on admissions beyond just basic minimum standards. And I think that's part of the challenge for a lot of schools. They go beyond the minimum standards of their average student body. What we try to do here at Michigan State, for example, is have our student athletes be within maybe 2 or 3 standard deviations at worst of our normal incoming class. Strive for student athletes to have the same graduation rate as our undergraduate student population. That's usually what we compare it to at Michigan State. Basketball, we've tried for years to work with the NBA, and they have not set up any kind of a deal like that. So if you're a player who's got NBA aspirations from the player side, you've got to do something, either get drafted immediately, like a LeBron James, which is very unusual. There may be 1 or 2 players a year that are in that situation, or you need to do something to improve your basketball talents, and that would be playing at a Division I university. I don't think a lot of us see the Division I university as being the training grounds for the NBA, but I think that there have been some programs that are willing to take players, even if they're there only for a year, because I think they can make them better citizens, better students of the world, better ambassadors for the game. But probably the bottom line is they're bringing more revenue to the campus and more success on the basketball court.
Since its inception, the one and done rule in college basketball has done more harm than good. Players leaving early for the pros has hurt the sport of college basketball as well as the NBA. While some players are ready for the next level, many find themselves too immature for the big stage and bright lights. Players leaving early has hurt the game, but it also has hurt in the classroom. Federal graduation rates and graduation success rates at many universities around the nation are struggling because of this rule.
It is a different experience to be in the limelight and play amateur sports in the revenue area. And I think institutions really struggle with that definition. I will tell you in, let's say football and men's women's basketball per se, there are several days in a row that maybe they aren't students and they have to be athletes, but there are also many days where they're just students. And I think that's what the fans don't see, or the media, they really don't see. They see the multi-billion-dollar contracts for men's basketball, they see the money in the bowls, they see coaches' salaries. But the reality, there is a lot of downtime that they can be students. Quite frankly, I think the AAU system has really hurt college basketball more than the NBA experience. The reality is most students don't go to the NBA. There are only 2 rounds, and there's no money after the first. So the AAU has created, in my mind, a culture and a sense of entitlement that we hadn't seen before. I think there are positive things that happen. I think the exposure is tremendous, but the sense of entitlement that athletes that really don't have a shot to make the NBA have walking in the door has created many difficult for, I think, the colleges and universities to manage that. So I think from a personal development side, AAU has changed college basketball more than the NBA.
Map for the Power 6, all the Power 6 conference schools in the NCAA Division I basketball. The Power 6 conference schools are the ACC, the Big 10, Big 12, SEC, Pac-10, and the Big East. On our map, each school is displayed with a dot, and schools with the highest graduation success rate are labeled with the darker dots. As you can see here, Vanderbilt, located in Tennessee, has a GSR of 93, while Arkansas has a GSR of 22.